Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I hope you guys are having a great one. It's Levi with Member Solutions on over here on Villain Support, of course. We're gonna wait for a couple people to file in, because even though it's relatively late, it is relatively late on a Saturday. So most of the time we get somebody that pops in and says hi, how y'all doing, and everything like that. I'm gonna get myself a drink. We're gonna wait for some people to file in. And then we'll kind of go from there. We got 8 people now. We should start getting people in the chat. Remember, if you got Twitch and you got Prime and you got them linked, you can support us without costing you a dime. At least it says there's 9 people watching. On Villain Sport, 3 on the Facebook, 10 on the thing. Are we gonna chat, or is it just is the chatter not gonna be chatting? I'm not seeing your comments yet. If you're typing them, for whatever reason, they're not showing up yet. Hopefully it's not broken. If you are in the chat and you're on our Discord and you are chatting, let me know. Oh, there we go. Philip, there we go. As soon as you saw Winchesters, you came at the speed of light. So I did, does anyone remember? I did a video very long time ago, before we were like even monetized on YouTube. I did Winchesters versus the Predators. And that video was a tad bit rough, but it had some, in my opinion, it had some good bones. Now, I was working on the script with Chris, and he was mentioning how we need to make it a little bit more people who don't know Supernatural friendly, right? Try to make it a little bit more friendly. And I'm looking at it, and I was like, I don't really have a way to do that at the moment and still put in the things that I want to put in there. So I'm going to write the script out the way I originally wanted it. I'm going to film it like that. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to work on another one. We're going to work on another script. This way I can get it done, film, get my vision out and have it. And it may not be on the main channel. That happens. But this way I can like get it out, especially since I got the heat pulled out, because I was wondering, hey, Johnny Fridge. This is one of those things where it's like, it's really good to get the feedback that Chris is able to get from, especially from somebody who doesn't watch Supernatural. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely they do, especially if it's only against 1 or 2 of them. Now, if it's against the hunting party, that's another story. But what we'll do is I'm going to pull up the old one. Oh, I can just pull up the old one a different way. I don't know why. Just pop my back. That didn't hurt at all. This is also about 30-40 pounds lighter, Levi. I've gained some weight. Hopefully I can drop that weight again. Look at this skinny bitch. I weighed about I was weighing right around the 250-ish. Now I'm about 280-ish. I'm trying to lose the weight again. But we're gonna press play. We're gonna watch the old one. Then I'll do a script read with you guys of the new one. That way I can kind of get a feel of it and kind of go from there.
Member Solutions. Hey, Sam. You know, this is like making a deal with the devil when you... What is that clicking? Sam, look, 3 red dots. Just do it, Doc. Sam.
My beard's a little bit more fuller at this moment, too.
Look. Right now, just run like Jackie Chan having a bad day. Both of you. I don't really care. It's Predator. Like from the movies. No, movies plural. Oh my God, you're about to... Okay. They go invisible like a hellhound, and they can hunt like them too. Their hardest to kill is the nothing, but treat them like a fan. Do enough damage, and they'll stay down. Hot lead, sharp pointy objects, a rocket launcher if you've got one. Dean, don't cut off the arm. Dean! Run! Don't drop the arm. Yes, hi, Dean. How are you doing? This is not something you should be happy about. Okay, look, I'm going to find out why they are there.
That's an improv, right? I did that on the cuff. And it was funny. It's a good skit. It's a nice, funny, quick little skit. It could be better. And we can leave it open and we can have it build up way better, right? I like the frustration of don't drop the arm, but it made no sense either. And I was like, don't drop the arm. So I've rewritten it. And I've got a version which they have lines. Yeah, the echo is because I've got my speakers right here. When you get any more Stitch, when I can write it. Personal theory of the night is a super cute kitten Levi giving Levi and John the awesome ideas. I could be wrong. So I'm gonna read it. So yes, Sam, I know they can go invisible. You know what? Do we want to do a? Let's see if I can do a, highly doubt I'm gonna get a one take. Sometimes I can get a one take, one and done. I doubt that I'm going to. I doubt it. But I'm already set up to record. So let's just go through it. I'm not going to read Sam and Dean's lines to you because I'm going to try to go ahead and do a take. I used to fit this shirt just a tad bit better too. You lose the weight. Yes, Sam, I know they can go invisible. That's what I told. Yes, Sam, I know they can go invisible. That's what I told. That's why I told Dean they can turn invisible. That line feels a bit clunky. That line was changed by Chris. There's nothing wrong with that line. It feels clunky to me because it's not the way I speak. But I got this. Yes, Sam, I know they can turn invisible. That's why I told Dean they can turn invisible. Look, you both need to watch out for 3 red dots as well. It means he's targeting you with his shoulder-mounted plasma cannon. If you see the dots, then run. Run like Jackie Chan having a bad day. Do a zigzag pattern, something, anything to make you harder to hit. That was the plasma vest. Sam? Sam? Oh, thanks, Chuck. I meant to say God. Yeah, totally. Look, that doesn't matter right now. Just channel Dory and just keep running. Now, because it's the Predator. Look, I'm trying to tap into the local feed right now, but I should have been typing at that moment. This is where it's good. I get this practice in. Yes, Sam, I know they can turn invisible. Yes, Sam. 3, 2, 1. Yes, Sam, I know they can turn. 3, 2, 1. Yes, Sam, I know. Yes, Sam, I know they can turn invisible. That's why I told Dean they can turn invisible. You both need to watch out for the 3 red dots, too. No. It means he's targeting you with his shoulder-mounted plasma cannon. If you see the dots, then run! Run like Jackie Chan having a bad day! Zigzag! Wig! I don't know! Something, anything to make you harder to hit! Well, that was the plasma vest. Sam? Oh, thanks, Chuck. I meant God. Yeah, I meant God. Look, it doesn't really matter right now. Just channel Dory. Just keep running. That means no! Because it's the Predator. Look, I'm going to try to tap into the local feed here. And no, not Chris Henson's To Catch a Predator with spooky powers. The one from the movies. Movie? No, I said movies as in plural. They've made They've made way more than. Oh wow, you are way out of date. There's like 9 Predator movies now. It's like Predator 1 and 2 and Predators, the Alien versus Predator movies, plural. Prey, Predator Badlands. Killer of Killers is kind of I don't really know. You're getting me off topic here. I don't hear running. Did you stop running? Damn it! What did I say? Just keep running. Just keep swimming. Just keep running. Look, I'll give you a quick brief while you're running like the wind. First, like I said, at the start, they can go invisible, but think like hellhounds, Zenas, and Ghost and the like, you know? And they're just as hard to kill, to be perfectly honest. They hunt like vampires and werewolves, though. Once they've got you in their sights, they will not stop. They will keep tracking you down. But on the bright side, again, Sam, on the bright side, you treat them like a vamp or a shapeshifter, cut off their head, do enough physical damage, basically hot lead, big sharp pointy rockets, hell, a rocket launcher. Wait, Dean, what did you just say? Hello? Dean, don't cut off the arm. Dean! Bad, Dean! Drop it! Drop it now! All you've done is bought yourself a little bit of time and probably pissed him off. I feel like that. Do I hear beeping? This isn't a cold thing. Oh, what is that beeping? Dean, which arm did you grab? This is super important. Which arm? Dean, drop the arm. Dean, drop the arm. God damn, you idiot. I'll take a look at that recording in a minute. Why did that not record at all? No, I got 3 minutes of recording. So yeah, on my phone, it won't do that. It won't cut out. But on this thing, I've got it so that it cuts out, so you guys don't get blasted by volume. I'm gonna do one more take of that, provided I stop recording randomly. Yes, Sam, I know they can turn invisible. That's why I told Dean they can turn invisible. You both also need to watch out for the 3 red dots as well. No, it's not a voodoo or a hoodoo or a hex. It means he's targeting you with his shoulder-mounted plasma cannons. Well, if you see the dots, then run. Run like Jackie Chan having a bad day. Do a zigzag pattern, weave, and bob, and just anything to make it harder to hit. And that was the plasma blast. Sam? Sam? Oh, thank Chuck. I meant God. Totally meant God. Look, it doesn't really matter right now. Just channel Dorian. Just keep running. Now! Because it's the Predator. Look, I'm going to try to tap into the local feed here and see if it... No, not Chris Henson's To Catch a Predator with Spooky Powers, the one from the movies. Not that same one, yeah, but no. Did you just say movie as in like singular? Because there's been a lot of these. Oh wow, you are like way behind. No, there's like 9 Predator movies now between Predator 1 and 2 and Predators and Alien versus Predator movies, The Prey, Predator Badlands, Killer of Killers is kind of, I wouldn't really count that one too. You're getting me off topic here. I don't hear you running. Did you stop running? Because I could have swore I told you to run. Damn it. Just keep running. Go do it and channel it. While you're doing that, I'm going to give you a quick brief here. I got some stuff pulled up. Look, like I said at the start, they can turn invisible, but it's similar to like hellhounds or Zenas, Ghost and the like. They're also just as hard to kill. and they hunt like vampires or werewolf. Once they've got your scent, basically, once they want to track you, they're going to keep going after you. But there is a bright side. Treat them the same as vampires or werewolves. Cut off the head, do enough damage, and you're pretty much good. Hot lead, big, sharp, pointy objects. Hell, a rocket launcher or grenade launcher. And you'll be good. Wait, Dean, did you just say you were going to try to cut off its arm? Dean? Don't cut off the arm. Dean? Dean, drop it. This isn't a cool thing you should be happy about, Dean. All you did effectively was piss him off and maybe buy yourself a little bit of time. What is that beeping? Dean, which arm did you get? Drop the arm! Dean! Drop the damn arm, you idiot! Now, we're going to I'll take a look at those recordings in a minute. Oh, yeah, I should have totally done the bad Dean, no pie. I'm not going to redo that right now. My voice is getting hoarse. Okay, so I'm going to read you guys the lines, and then we're not going to have this voice acted. I don't have people to do the voicing. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to read all the lines, and I'll say Sammy and everything as well, so that way you guys know what the lines are. Yes, Sam, I know they're invisible. That's why I told Dean they can turn invisible. You both need to watch out for the 3 red dots, too. Sammy, why? Is it some kind of voodoo or hex? It means he's targeting you with his shoulder mountain plasma cannons. Sammy? Oh, shit. If you see the dots, then run. Run like Jackie Chan having a bad day. Do a zigzag pattern, something, anything to make you harder to hit. Okay, those are the plasma blast. Sam? Sam? Yeah, I'm good. Holy hell, that was close. Oh, thank Chuck. Who? I meant to say God. Look, that doesn't matter right now. Channel Dorian, just keep running. Now. Why? That wasn't so bad. Because it's the Predator. Look, I'm trying to tap into local feed. Oh, snap. Dean. Oh, snap. You think Chris Henson will give me an autograph? Sam. So it's a Predator with spooky powers. Dude, we dealt with No. Not Chris Hansen's To Catch a Predator with Spooky Powers. The one from the movies. Dean. Oh, dude, I love that movie. Sammy, we so got this. Levi. What? Movie? They've made way more. Sam. Pretty sure they only made 1, Dean. 2, actually, Sammy. Hey, hand me my machete. Levi. Oh, man, you're way out of date. There's like 9 Predator movies now between Predator 1 and 2. Predators, the Alien versus Predator movies, Prey, Predator Badlands. Killer of Killers is, I don't think I would count. Stop getting me off track. Did you stop running? Sam. Dean, just run. Yup, right behind you, says Dean. Levi. Damn it, what did I say? Just keep running. I'll give you a quick brief. First, like I said at the start, they can go invisible, but like hellhounds, Zenas, and ghosts and the like. And they're just as hard to kill, too. They hunt like a vampire or werewolf. Once they have you in their sights, they won't stop. But on the bright side, Sammy, there's a bright side to this. Dean, dude, do you think I can cut off his arm and take the cool computer thing? You treat them like a vamp or a shapeshifter, cut off their head and you're golden, or just do enough damage and they'll stay down. So hot lead, big, sharp, pointy objects. Hell, a rocket launcher if you got one. Wait, Dean, what did you just say? Sam, fuck, Dean. Ha! I'm going to turn you into a one-armed man, or ugly alien guy. Dean, don't cut off the arm. Dean, Sammy, Dean. Sammy, I got it. Sam, damn it, Dean. Levi, bad. Drop it, Dean. Dean, caught up to Sammy. Hey, Sammy, high 10. What about you, Levi? Oh, right, phone. Levi, all you did was buy time and piss him off more, Dean. This is freaking epic, man. Levi, this isn't cool. You shouldn't be happy about this, you damn movie nerd. Sam, what is that beeping, Dean? I don't know. Levi, why do I hear beeping? Dean, which arm did you grab? Dean, I told you which one I was going for. He was trying to press buttons, but I totally got it in time. Levi, Dean, drop the arm. Dean, Levi, Dean, drop the arm. Dean, I got it fair, but I got it fair and square. Sammy, just get rid of it. Beeping gets faster. Levi, Dean, throw the damn arm away, you idiot. It's Dean of Co. Of course he's keeping the weapons. He's Dean Winchester. So I'm going to take a quick watch of that last one I did. Did that cut off the first few seconds? Fucking hell. I have to redo my second take because it cut out the first, like, few seconds of the take. Fuck! Fine, we're fine, we're fine. It's okay. Thank you so much. Hey, DJ. Yes, Sam, I know they can turn invisible. That's why I told Dean they can turn invisible. You also both need to watch out for the 3 red dots. No, it's not voodoo or a hex. It's the shoulder-mounted plasma cannon. I need to redo that line. 3, 2, 1. Yes, Sam, I know they can turn invisible. Yes, Sam, I know. 3, 2, 1. Yes, Sam, I know they can turn invisible. That's why I told Dean they can turn invisible. You also need to watch out for the 3 red dots, too. No, it's not voodoo or hoodoo or a hex or anything. It's the shoulder-mounted plasma cannon. He's going to be targeting you with... yeah. Yes, Sam, I know. Yes, Sam, I know they can turn invisible. That's why I told Dean they can turn invisible. You also both need to watch out for the 3 red dots as well. No, it's not a voodoo or a hex. He's targeting you with this shoulder-mounted plasma cannon. If you see the dots, then run. Yes, run now, like Jackie Chan having a bad day and doing zigzag pattern, weave and bob, anything to make you harder to hit. And that's the plasma blast. Sam? Sam? Oh, thanks, Chuck. I met God. I totally met God. Look, it doesn't really matter right now. Channel Dory, just keep running. Now! Because it's the Predator. Look, I'm going to try to tap into the local feed and maybe help you out a little bit. No. Not Chris Henson's To Catch a Predator with Spooky Powers, the one from the movies. No, movies plural. Yeah, no, there's been way more than 2 movies. Oh my gosh, you guys are well behind. There's been like 9 Predator movies now. That was weird. I'll try to remember the pie line. Yeah, I'm hydrating, everyone. I'm hydrating. Might be the dry heat. Because I've got the kerosene heater on. I had to go and find some fuel for it. Should be able to go out and get some more fuel for that tomorrow, though. Yes, Sam, I know they can turn. Yes, Sam, 3, 2. Yes, Sam, I know they can turn invisible. That's why I told Dean they can turn invisible. You also both need to watch out for the 3 red dots. No, not because of voodoo, hoodoo, or a hex. It's because of the shoulder-mounted plasma cannons that are targeting you at this moment. If you see the dots, then run. Then run. Like Jackie Chan having a bad day. Start zigzagging, waving, and bobbing, jumping, anything, something to make it harder to hit. Yeah. Where's the plasma blast? Sam? Sam? Oh, thanks, Chuck. Don't scare me like that, man. No, don't worry about that right now. Just channel Dory and just keep running. Now! Because it's the Predator. Look, I'm trying to tap in the local feed right now. I'm going to see if I can't... No. No, not like Chris Henson's to catch a Predator with spooky powers. Like the movie The Predator. One. What? No, movies. Plural. Like lots of them. No, there's been way more than 2, Dean. Jesus, oh my gosh, you're so far behind. There's been like 9 of them. There's like what is there? The Predator 1 and 2, Predators, the Alien vs. Predator movies, Prey, Predator Badlands, Killer of Killers was kind of I wouldn't really count that one, to be honest. I'm getting off track. What? Why don't I hear you running anymore? Did you stop running? God damn it! What did I say? Channel Dory and just keep running. I'm going to give you a quick brief while we're at it. Look, like I first said, they can turn invisible, but think kind of like Hellhound, Zena's Ghost, and the like. They're just as hard as to kill as them, too. And they hunt like vampires and werewolves. Once they get you in their sights, they're going to keep tracking you down, and they won't stop. But there is a bright side to all this. Well, take off the head or do enough damage so you'll be golden. So like hot lead, big sharp pointy objects, hell, a rocket launcher or grenade launcher, and that will do the trick. Dean, did you just say you were going to try to go after one of their appendages? Like what appendage are you going to go after here? Dean, no, bad Dean, drop it. There'll be no pie. You drop that damn arm right this second. All you did, Dean, was effectively buy time and piss him off. No, this isn't cool. You shouldn't be happy about this, you damn movie nerd. Why do I hear beeping? Dean, which arm did you grab? Dean, which arm did you grab? Dean, drop the arm. Back, Dean. Shit. Dean. Drop. Either way, I gotta take a break. I kind of see like the way that this is currently written is a little bit like it works really well, but at the same time, it works well because of Sam and Dean. And if you know Sam and Dean, yeah, I know there's a new Predator movie. Yes, Sam, I know they can turn her. Sam? Don't scare me like that, man.
Channel Dory and just keep running.
I need to change that line a little bit, of course.
Because it's the predator looking through the local feed right now. See if I can't find it. No, not like Chris Simpson's to catch a predator with spooky powers. Like the movie, The Predator.
I'm gonna take a look at that and in editing and see how well it goes. What did you guys think of it though? Get your opinion of that last take. I have 2 usable takes either way. I know I do. I know I have 2 usable takes. And I can re-record at a different time when I'm not as uncomfortable because it's a tad bit uncomfortable in here. It's a bit dry, but it's also like cold on one side, warm on the other. Space 2050, how you doing? Somebody said be nice. Nice inclusion of no pie. Hey, here's what I'm gonna say. Nice inclusion of the no pie. The Dean no pie for you, yeah. I think I said that. If I didn't, then oh well. I like the pie line. Because like the thing is, like I'm modifying the script as I'm reading and acting.
So you'll be golden. So like hot like big shirt pointing on his hello, rocket launcher. And now to the trick. Did you just say you were gonna try to go after one of their appendages? Like what appendage are you gonna go after here? Dean? No, Falcon! Drop it! No, you don't pop. You drop that damn arm right in a second. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this marinate for a day, and then I'm gonna take a look at them. And it's 12 a.m. Just barely turned morning for me. So what I'll do is I'll let this marinate for a day. Take a look. I'll probably wait like a half hour before I like look at it. That way I can look at it fresh. And then see how I like the takes that I have. That take that cuts out at the beginning. Technically, it just cuts out. It got everything after the line. It means he's targeting you with the shoulder mountain cannons. It cut out part of the line. You need to watch out for the 3 red dots. So it got most of the take. So that might be a usable because then it just means I just cut out that first line, which is not a big deal. And then we kind of go from there. Screaming Dragon, how go you? Can you splice the 2 together? No, I can't. Videos like this, if you splice, it'll have the stuttering, especially because I move all around the screen. Now, if I stood still for a half a moment doing a thinking line, and I was in the exact same position or close to it, I can kind of split another take into that. Chris has done that before, and I have modified everything. Modified the script to just have a cut line there and have like some type of takeaway. Do something to where I could like cover that, but I can't splice the 2 together. The only way I could splice the 2 together is like watch them be like, I like how I said this, what I said here. And that's the thing is like I'm improvising slightly and changing the lines when I'm doing these takes. So I'm gonna watch these takes. I'm gonna kind of go through them, find which one I like the best, and kind of go from there. And it is funny because it went from a skit that was originally a minute long with like 40 seconds of good dialogue, to be honest, to nearly a 3-minute skit now. And if I had somebody who could sound like Sam and Dean, I would probably do some voice acting in there.
Instead, what I'm going to probably have is I'm going to decide if I want to have the text in there or if I just want people to. If I put the text in there, it'll help out a lot and it will allow people to like enjoy it a little bit more. Voicing would do even better, to be honest, as long as they sound like the characters. And it's just like statistically, it does better. I know there's a huge part of our audience that enjoys just kind of imagining. Yeah, I got kind of screechy because of my voice, which is why I might redo it. Yeah. The biggest thing is like there's a lot of references that I drop in that. I kind of like a mixture of both. So we already know that Chris is more of a fan of like just playing around and having fun, and just doing the quick short ones. He's mentioned that he doesn't quite care for the longer projects as much as the other ones, right? He does like them when he feels that it fits. Like he said, he's gone on live and said that before. I like doing the larger projects. It gives me something to build a world in, build this lore with all you guys, and creating this larger and larger and larger world that we're building also allows you guys to latch onto the lore that we're creating, kind of like with Viva La Dirt League's manager series that they did, and the bowling, go fishing, and that kind of stuff. They got a couple really good series, and they kind of ran with it, right? I'm gonna be doing another take as well. Mr. Popo from DBZ Abridged is the best Mr. Popo. That's because it's a funny Mr. Popo. Now the good thing is, as far as the screechy goes, it doesn't sound as screechy on my phone, and that's because this mic picks up differently than this mic. You guys can't see the mic right now, but this mic that's right next to me, I can readjust things again so you guys can see that. So Luca, I just read that. Actors trying to, yeah. So Luca said not to read it out loud, or not to highlight it, so I'm not going to do that. What if Uncle Grandpa? Who is Uncle Grandpa? I don't know who that is. Uncle Grandpa. What? I have no idea. I have a reference point of like I've seen a little bit of this thing, but this was well after my time. This is at a point that my kids aren't watching that type of stuff. Neither child was watching this type of stuff. So this was like, yeah, the perfect time. Like that was just that was just not getting watched. Jackie Chan Adventures, yeah. My poor hair. It's coming back. It's taking a while. So that's effectively the stream. I'm effectively done. I gotta let my voice heal. I think combined with the voice acting I did the other day for Chris, combined with today, with how dry it is as well. I hate it because like as sick as I got, like my voice is just still cutting out periodically, which is not great, but it's not as bad as it was. So it's definitely healing. It just, your voice can take weeks to months to heal from a really bad injury. And considering the medication I was on was because the doctor saw that there was actual damage. So it very well could be several weeks or months before I like back to 100%. So that sucks though, because if I keep having the screeching and the cutting out and stuff, that's going to affect everything down the line. It's going to be one of those things where it's like, well, shit, I'm not going to be able to produce the best work I know that I can produce just because of a physical thing I don't have control over. I hate that specifically. Like, I hate being disabled. I fucking hate it. The things that you can't control are probably the worst. Having trouble sleeping. I'll go to bed here in a bit. This is a secret offshoot of Villain Hero Sport. So if you guys don't know, on my Cosmic Member Solutions, I'm live as well. And there's a particular reason. When I'm done here, Facebook and YouTube of Villain Support, I will be deleting this live. It will only exist on the Twitch, and that will only be until it automatically deletes itself, and on the on my personal channel. And that's because there is a very good chance that I finish editing, I figure out how I want to edit this video, I get it edited, and it gets posted on my channel, but not on the main channel. Because if I go through and I look at it and I like it, and I go, hey, Chris, what do you think of this? And he says, let's iron it out a bit more. Then it's not going to go on the main channel at all. Alternatively, I might just release it on the main channel and kind of, or not the main channel, my channel, and kind of see how it hits. Not sure where you are, but it's 2:20 here. It's only 12:20 here. I do need to call it a night here in a couple minutes, though. So, good night, morning, whatever you are. We support you and are looking forward to seeing your future videos. Thank you. My brother was watching for it. Like I said, it was a bad idea. Oh goodness. Where are you commenting? Are you commenting on my channel? But yeah, so the cool thing is, like, the videos that may not get a life on the main channel that I still want to do, alternate takes, that kind of thing, will very often wind up on my channel. It means I don't post very often, mainly because it's just a lot of extra work to do an alternate take and alternate this on purpose. So it's like we're kind of having different viewpoints of how I want a video done. Let me get this out of my system so it's done and I can take a look at it. Yeah, Cosmic Member Solutions is my personal channel. It's written right there. Cosmic Member Solutions is my personal channel. And it came about specifically because me and Chris had an argument. And I've mentioned this before. That's it. And we were having a disagreement on how I wanted to make a video, and he was straight up like, well, then make it and post it on your channel. And I kind of got pissed off at first, and I was like, fine, I'll do that. Why the hell not? And got it out of my system. And then I started using my channel to experiment with things. I started using my channel as a way to do alternate takes or more political versions of the stuff. Maybe I had an idea, but it was a very rough idea, so I'd post it on there, and then I'd see some feedback, and I'd be like, I know how I can refine this, and now I can bring it on over. So it turned out to be a really good thing that Chris kind of pushed me to go ahead and just like start posting that type of stuff that I have an idea for, or that isn't really for the main channel on over there. And the idea was try to grow it, right? And at a certain point, we were trying to grow that channel and monetize it. And then YouTube did a bunch of things. And I used to be monetized on Facebook, but I got Thanos, and we don't think that that's coming back. So that's another dead channel. And my TikTok has effectively turned into a TikTok shop channel. And it's not that I can't recreate and start over from scratch. It's just a lot of work that isn't necessary to do. Like a tremendous amount of work in order to start from scratch. If I ever left villain support, it would have to be at a point that not only am I financially stable, but that I am comfortable with just not having things as I currently have them, not having the community I have, which would suck. And I'd have to accept the fact that I'm effectively starting from ground zero. And that would suck, because I have crafted a huge community here. I've helped and build this community quite thoroughly. Now, that's probably never going to happen. But if for whatever something does happen, which is we've talked about it before, we haven't gone into depth. It's like, what do we do? And we don't know. We've sat there and we kind of like, we don't know. We're kind of at the point to where if something happens, we'll address it when it happens. Do you mean Shadow the Hedgehog? Because Shadow is a hero. Just depends on where in the timeline he is. Hi, Bebe. But yeah, if it's Shadow the Hedgehog, it'd be closer to anti-hero. Come on. You don't want to be up there? All right. I want to hit the like 50-minute marker. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I think my voice is catching and going out. So I think that's what we will do. We'll call it quits here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and delete the live streams. Started Witch Me about 2 months ago, and so he's new to all this, and you guys are now part of his imagination. That is cool, Dean. There are lots of videos of ours that are not child friendly. There's a lot of adult videos and content. Please make sure to do your due diligence and control the ones that he watches, because we have our channel set to like 16 or above for a reason. Okay, that's good, because I can tell you one video right off the bat that I really hope you have not let him watch, and that's The Scarecrow Has a Bad Day. Yo, Wondering Infected Gamer, what's up? How you doing? There's no one over on Cosmic Number Solutions no more. Oh no, it's sad. And yeah, I know hot tea with honey. I'll probably grab some before I go upstairs. Doing good. All right. You just barely popped in, so I'm gonna wait about a couple minutes, and then we're because like we're done. We recorded, and there's a good chance that yeah, the losing your voice. Yeah. What I'm gonna do? This is lemon black tea. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some hot water in here, about half, and then I'll pour this in there. It'll be diluted, but it'll work out really well. I've done it before. It works out beautifully. I switched over just because no one is here. Thank you. But yeah, my channel got its watch hours. YouTube changed its watch hours thing, and I lost so many so quickly. I lost like 1,000 watch hours in under a month, and it just killed my ability to look at that and go. Here's the thing, though. I realize that I now have the experience that I can do this. Right? I can totally, if I put my mind to it, I could get the hours on there. I know how to. I would make a 24-hour live stream. That would start getting some hours in there, right? It'd be $30 a month, but I could totally afford that for a few months. And I'd pop on live. I would recreate and restart my TikTok, and I'd probably delete my Facebook and restart a new Facebook, and start that over. As sucky as it would be to start over if for whatever reason we had to, if the worst happened, right? Not even like a creative difference thing, but like worse happened that I don't like to think about, and having to restart. Besides the just being depressed about that would be something I had to get over. Because Chris is probably one of, if not one of my best friends, and I hope nothing happens to him for many, many moons. Gonna make a spicy chicken sandwich and pass out. Good night. All right, have a good night. Can you see the kitty? Oh, you can. Kitty. See, now I'm thinking about it. Now I'm depressed. I hate that. Hate how my brain goes. Clicked right in. I am gonna play a game. I'm gonna play a game. I'm not gonna play Dispatch right now. Kitty is very distracting. Kitty is comfortable. Dark Wolf, thank you. I think I've heard that. I don't know, like if it was creative differences, it would be probably a really easy passing. It'd probably be one of those things where me and Chris would be like, yeah, because there's been that talk of have we done everything? And I'm like, no, I want to keep going. And I've seen Chris kind of go from being super, super hyper, putting out a lot of content, to taking a step back and doing a bunch of stuff in his real life, which is great. He has all those things to do, and he's focusing on what he wants to do. I want to do this. That's why I'm learning about editing. That's why I'm trying to learn about editing. That's why I'm trying to do different things like that, Yeah, Dean, let's hear your suggestion. Maybe we can pop off a random video before we call it a night. Sometimes I can do a nice random video. That's what I got to do. Is I got to go live and start doing random request again. That kerosene heater though is dry. I've been blocking around the garage with what foam I do have. What is a Morrow Ray? Another thing is like trying to keep up. Oh, wrong one. All right, there we go. Yeah, they're talking about Gundam, like old school Gundam. I have like that would be a question for Chris. Chris knows that one. I know I have this back here. This was a gift. This was a gift. To be perfectly honest, if this was one of the giant robots that I know of, like BattleTech or something else, I would have probably already put it together. I'm hoping Troa will be available so I can put this together, possibly on my birthday. Because if I go live, that's probably what I'm going to do. Because I want to put that together before the end of the year, and my birthday is December 31st. So if I go live on my birthday, it's less work and more like I want to go live and be with people, and put that together. And then I would have a camera here. I would go get my other thing. I would have a camera here so you guys could see me wherever, and you'd be able to see me fiddling with that thing. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I don't have the money to buy that right now. Although I will say we had some good news. I'm gonna share some good news with you guys. Thanks to everyone here, 100%. It's definitely because of the support that we've gotten, along with the hard work that me and my spouse have done. So besides the move, after the move, things were kind of up in the air. We were not thinking we were going to be able to refinance because of the move for probably another 2 years. Um, but I was looking at the loan and I was like, I think we can refinance. And so I just asked the other day because we were going to have to do a skip a payment. And I was like, let me ask if I can get a refinance. We'll apply for the skip a payment. And they're like, well, we can refinance you. Now, what I got quoted and what happened were two entirely different things, because my credit score that I see online was not the same of what they pulled. And I know what happened. When they pulled it, it hit my credit and it lowered my credit immediately. And instead of them getting the credit report of right before they did it, which would have been, about 20 points higher, they got the lower one. So my interest rate went from like 8% to 12%. Not a great thing to have on a car loan, but keep in mind my payment went from like 350-ish down to 180-ish. And we can kind of afford the 350-ish. There's just every so often we need a breather, right? So what we're going to continue doing is we're going to be paying 300-ish. So I want to pay about 300 a month. I'm going to be taking that extra $50 that we're saving, and it will go to like food or other bills or something else, right? So still saving money, and now I'm putting $100+ to principal every single month that I'm able to pay that. So while I restarted the loan, and it would, be paying like $13,000 if I just paid it off normally after interest and everything. I'm going to pay on principal, and I should be able to still pay it off probably faster, and I won't feel the interest almost at all. Yeah, that's some bullshit on the credit score. I agree 100%. Because he was like, "Do you want to contact the credit bureau?" I was like, "No, I have a good idea of what happened. Just run it through. Let me know what the number changed. If we're still able to get like, if he would have said it would have been like $280, I wouldn't have done it. I would have been like, I'll just deal for another bit. Like, you already pulled my credit, so that would suck. But no, it was a significant amount of change that I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. This is worth it. But if I would have went to 280 at a 12% restarting the loan, I would have been like, that's not worth it, because I can't. There's not enough money is going to go to principal to offset that. Retired villains or heroes calling to reactivate their accounts. There's a Reddit story. I've got a bunch of Reddit stories saved that I would love to do content on. I also want to remake, and I might honestly get some input from the fans about how to do is. Do you guys remember the Clueless Gothamite series? If you guys remember the Clueless Gothamite, and if you don't, go onto my channel if you would, because it's easier to keep track, and search Clueless Gothamite. And if you guys got ideas, I'm gonna be remaking that series. I'm gonna flesh out episode 1, which will still be roughly the same, where a guy gets a job offer that he can't deny. He's got 2 kids and he's by himself, basically a single father moving to Gotham, and he's clueless 100%, as if like superheroes and villains don't actually exist. He doesn't think that they actually exist. It's not that he lived in the boonies. It's just he never lived around superheroes. Here's the thing: in the DC world, there are actually people like that who never see it and who don't believe it. Because the world is in DC, there are entire sections of the world where Superman never visits, never goes. Things just happen naturally. It's not even rare. It actually happens quite a bit. Superman just kind of lets people, he saves what he can say. Sounds like the real world. Exactly. But he's going to wind up meeting Batman and Scarecrow and Two-Face, and he's going to actually be interacting with them, and he's just gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? He's gonna see people with real powers and just like not even put two and two together. It's gonna be like that doesn't actually happen with him. Oh, why is it snowing? Hey, Victor, how goes it? I'm sorry, doctor. How you doing? Like, it's just like he doesn't see the doctor go boom. He thinks he's just in a medical suit. He doesn't question it. Like, would you? If you saw somebody in a suit similar to Dr. Freeze and you didn't know about Dr. Freeze, what would you think that was? You would think that they were cosplaying, or you think it would be some type of medical device. You wouldn't fucking question it. I mean, you'd look at it weird, but you'd be like, what is it? DJ, as far as like my character goes, do you mean my character on villain support? Is that what you mean? That's the big city for you. Yeah, pretty much. Books an appointment with Poison Ivy. Yep. I had the idea of having Harley Quinn babysit my kiddos at one point. Just because like of a favor thing. Not because of anything else. I think it would be fucking hilarious. But yeah, Clueless Gothamite was basically Harvey Dent's assistant that moved there because he needed the money. And it was too good to pass up because the rent was so fucking cheap. And I'm going to make that even more extreme. Oh, pardon me. That it's like, oh yeah, I can't pass this up. To the point to like, even if he loses his job in Gotham, there isn't a good reason for him to move because he's gained enough. Because I do want him to be Harvey Dent's assistant right up to the point to where Harvey becomes Two-Faced. But he's like trying to be the assistant, like trying to go through it, and then like Harvey goes poof, has an issue, and then no one wants to touch. And then Levi, Levi, the Clueless Gothamite can't get a job because he was Harvey Dent's assistant at that point, or trying to be one. And it's one of those things I want to make it a really cool thing. Episode 5 of that series is where it kind of went off the rails or whatever, and I was trying to think of a way to include Joker, and I would turn around and punch him, and I didn't quite like how it came out, but I still produced it, and it had full voice acting and everything, and I think it would have been much funnier if I had been in the bank, been wearing headphones, not paid attention. The scene happens, and I just walk out. Like, I don't interact with them. I just deposit my money, and I walk out. And I didn't realize that at the time that would have been funnier. Hey kids, who wants to see a dead body? You're talking about, okay. So Levi is at the point that we are now, not previous. My character on villain support, Levi, is just as powerful, if not more powerful, than John. And that's actually probably what scares John's character the most. It's not that Levi can snap his finger and make things happen. That's not the reality of it. Levi uses time magic, and the time magic drains his life. But because he's semi-immortal, it doesn't really affect him. Minus the fact that he's effectively, at this point, causing himself to age by constantly using his power. Kind of think like Vegeta and Nappa and them constantly using their energy, and they get more powerful. Levi kind of did that on accident, but trying to cause himself to age, and he found out that it's working. He's making himself age. The problem is, and I haven't gotten to this yet, anytime Levi stops, the process starts reversing itself. He starts getting younger again. And so, and that's not hard to do. I could dye my beard and that kind of thing. It would not be hard to make myself look younger, to be honest. Dye my beard, put a little makeup on, maybe use a filter or two. And that would be what pisses Levi off, right? So Levi runs from fights because he doesn't want to fight. He's not like he's scared, but at the same time, he's kind of not necessarily for himself, rather for what's going to happen around him, what he can't control. We've already done content for Absolute Batman. We play jokes with the thing, although we can't anymore. It went massively political, which is not a problem. We don't mind it, but we opted not to go down there. The fact that oh my god. I say, let him punch all the Nazis he wants. You're not alone no more. You got a couple more people on over there. Dean, you're free to to shoot ideas to us at any point in time. What if he? I think there was the idea that like he winds up interacting with Two-Face a little bit, but not in the same capacity. It's more like when he sees him, he just thinks that this is Harvey Dent, who is having issues. You got to remember the comic version of Harvey Dent never finished getting the surgery until way later on, where Batman was like forced it, and then he was able to like recover mentally. But that also says that like Harvey's thing is completely psychological. If he ever got the surgery to fix his face, he would go back to being okay. And I want my character, Clueless Gothamite, to reflect that immediately and be like, this guy's just fucked up in the head. This guy was a friend. He helped change my life for effectively the better, for the most part. But I've got things set up partially to start that recording because I'm going to do that in front of a green screen so I can cut myself out and put myself in Gotham or in an apartment or things like that so that I can more effectively do things. And so I've got a green screen on that side and it also doubles as a way to like help keep the heat. Ooh, pardon me, heat in. Nope. They're not popular enough. Like the new, like even then, for the next, honestly, 20 years, we could probably just use Ash. There's enough people there that's going to be. Yeah, I would love to do more stuff on that too. All right, we're going to call it here. I want to thank you guys for joining us and joining me specifically. Suicide Isekai anime. I did want to do that. Ah, crap! Steven, you just joined us. You just joined. I was just about to call it a night. Do it. Hold on. Yeah, come here. Kitty. Meow meow. She was comfortable. But yeah, it's late. I need to relax and call it a night. That's Frodo. Everyone say it with Levi. Kitty. Levi, what if Stitch took a TARDIS for a joyride? He already has a time machine. He won't need the TARDIS. Anyways, damn it. Steven, I'm so sorry. I really do have to call it, and I need to start relaxing and getting ready for bed. That way I can like take a look at what I edited. On this live, if you want to watch it again, if you know when, we should be live later tonight. I do not know when. It's up to Chris and how he's feeling. But we're gonna try today to get together to do the Zoom script that we were working on, and hopefully we can. But I really relax, drink some hot tea, and then go to bed. Change out of my work clothes. So you all have a wonderful evening. I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, abiding spirit, and harmony among others. Remember to take it one breath, one step, one day at a time. Until the winds blow your sails our way. Have an Acme day. Have an Acme day. Simply means the best day you can possibly have. I forgot to do the disclosure. Have an Acme day will be. Have an Acme day as a practical villain. Have an Acme day will be regularly billed to your account. Have an Acme day. There we go. And it will. And just remember to have the best day you possibly can. Bye now. Hopefully it's early enough for you. Hopefully it is. Good night, everyone.